And yesterday, the Conservative government introduced a bill promising to tackle cyberbullying. Today, critics took a closer look at it, and they found there are measures hidden in the legislation that relate not to cyberbullying, but to cybersecurity, measures that were defeated long ago and that generated huge public outrage. Shirlee Engel reads between the lines of the new law.
He can either stand with us or with the child pornographers.
Those infamous words were the beginning of the end of the controversial Internet Surveillance Bill C-30. Now, concerns a bill marketed to protect kids from cyberbullying is much more than just that.
We've got essentially a lawful access cybercrime omnibus bill that's being disguised as a cyberbullying bill.
Bill C-13 is about much more than punishing those who distribute images without consent and harass people online. Police are getting new powers to track people's locations and activities online.
All that information can get handed over. They can say it's part of an investigation. No liability on behalf of the provider for having done so.
Justice Minister Peter MacKay defended the bill today, saying the law needs to be modernized and there will be judicial oversight.
This is a result of tremendous consultation with provinces and territories, as well as law enforcement agencies, and perhaps most importantly with parents and victims.
A spokesman for the Privacy Commissioner says this appears to be a complex bill with privacy implications and that her office is in the process of going through it with a fine-tooth comb. The NDP supports the cyberbullying provisions but has questions about the rest.
After they've wrapped their arms around the families of victims of cyberbullying, they've now indicated that they in fact have perhaps a greater intention with this legislation. But we're going to have to sort it out.
But where does that leave parents like Carol Todd and Alan Hubley? Both lost their teenage kids to suicide and have been lobbying for this legislation.
So I would hope that no one is planning on starting an effort to try to delay this bill, because they're only going to be putting more kids at risk by doing that.
United by tragedy, they just met in person for the first time in Ottawa to celebrate this new bill.
And we're one of the first countries to do this nationally, federally, and I think that other countries are going to be looking at us, and I would sure hate that it would get dissected and eroded from people arguing about it.
But it appears the debate on C-13 has only just begun. Shirlee Engel, Global News, Ottawa.